Hey, all right. Hey, Danny, that was a really cool new graphic video.
That was
So
sick.
I hope
yeah,
it
that's
was
cool.
it was so festive. I like the jingle bells in the background there. That really made it. Yeah.
It's serious times. This is our funnel race. Andy was super excited, right?
So excited. Glad you're here. So most of the ClickFunnels staff is taking the day off today, but we're not. So I want to thank all of the ambassadors. We have Madison with us. We have Navneet, Dan. We got Winter Jones with us. We got James with us, and also right over here to my side is Danny Walsh, the super ambassador, and myself. I'm Andy. Really glad to be here. So it's almost Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody that's celebrating. Happy New Year as well. And yeah, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do a funnel race. We've been really excited about it. So Danny, can you kind of explain a little bit about? We did this a couple weeks ago, right? So
Yeah.
can you go through what we're gonna do today?
Yeah. So the idea of today is our ambassadors and myself. I'm going to try and have a go at this as well. Andy's going to referee and kind of keep everybody in order. Between us, we've literally got an hour to build a funnel inside of ClickFunnels and hopefully have something that's viable. So it's not just a case of just, hey, this is a template that I've changed 2 words on. Want to try and have something that's viable that you could effectively put out. So as close to launch as possible, right? I don't know how close to the launch we're going to be able to do. But I had this idea of hey, how are we going to do this? And I could, let's do a lead funnel, or let's do a challenge funnel or whatever. And I'm messing around with different ideas. And I thought, hang on, this is not going to be fair if I know what it is, right? So what I thought we could do is spin the festive wheel of funnel. And ignore any ads on there; they're not endorsed by ClickFunnels. It's a free thing that I'm using. So you're going to build something on this show, ambassadors. You could either be launching a book, a free plus shipping offer of some description. It could be your own holiday season flash sale. It depends where the wheel lands, right? You could be promoting a mini course, or it could be your choice. If it's your choice, we land on that one. You do whatever you want, but it's got to be a minimum of 2 pages, right? So like an opt-in page, a thank you page, and I want that looking good. It could be something for your continuity program. It could be an affiliate bridge page or a challenge funnel or your own Mifki or a webinar, right? So I've put a bunch of stuff on there, and it's where the cookie crumbles, where the wheel lands is going to tell us what we're going to do, right? So there's a bunch of stuff on there. James is twisting the cap back, ready to get going. Is everybody understand those funnels? Do you need draw for expert secrets? Is everybody kind of ready for this? So when the wheel spins, it'll land on one of these things and it'll kind of go da-da-da-da-da, and it'll announce the topic. Once it announces the topic, that is when the time starts, right? So we're literally going to spin the wheel, and you can open up ClickFunnels. All you can use is ClickFunnels, AI, your imagination, and if you've got any, if it's your own thing, graphics or any of your own logos and stuff like that you might want to do to make it nice. It kind of makes sense to do something for yourself, for your own business if you like, but you can feel free to be imaginative or invent something if you don't want to use your own business, right? So you've got a little bit of creativity, but it's got to be around that theme. You've got ClickFunnels, AI, and imagination to do that, and we want to try and get it done within an hour. Does that make sense? Is that scary or is it exciting? I can't wait to see what happens.
It's business of our choice then.
Yeah, pretty much. If you want to do something for yourself or a brand, your own personal brand, or you want to do it for whatever, right? You can just come up with something if you don't have your own brand or your own idea. Big shout to Chico in the chat. Says that we are all amazing. We'll see if that still stands in 60 minutes time, right? Andy, any words before we spin the wheel?
I'm really excited, and also we've gotten a lot of great comments and feedback from the last time that we did this, and also even when people like Funnel Hacker TV, Ben and Susan, what they did yesterday, where they create an offer, right on the fly, that was really cool. So people love watching this, and it's really cool to have all of the ambassadors who do this pretty much on a daily basis. Their funnels all the time for their clients. Really, really fun to watch. And yeah, let's just get started.
Yeah, are you ready to spin everyone ready to spin the wheel? Everybody ready?
Let's do
Right.
it.
Oh,
Let's
man.
go. Let's go.
Nervous.
Right.
Let's go.
So where this lands is basically what we're building, and once it lands and it announces, your time starts. So you can open up a browser, you can go inside, and what we're going to do is kind of come round each person individually and say, hey, what are you working on? Show your screen. So it's not just some template that you've sat on for an hour and then go da-da. We want to kind of see some work in progress. That makes sense? Sound fair?
We can use
Everybody ready?
those templates though, right?
You can use AI,
Okay.
ClickFunnels. So there's templates inside of ClickFunnels.
Great.
Do your thing. We want to kind of show what's possible with ClickFunnels in an hour, even if you don't know what you're doing, right? So
Here we go.
no idea where it's going to land. Right.
Okay.
So promote your mini course, and that can do it however you
Can we
want.
explain real quick what a mini course is versus just a course?
Just a course, a little course. So you don't.
tiny
If you want
course.
a tiny course, a mini course.
It's a small window size.
Yeah, it's just a small. It's just a little course that you could sell inexpensively, rather than having 600 modules. But you've got to promote a mini course. So it'd be nice to see a course with a couple of modules in it. But is that possible? Can you do that in an hour? Time's already
Easy.
started. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And I'll take this off the screen.
Really
Andy.
quick, Danny, I think it is a good idea for us to talk a little bit about what the difference between a mini course and just a regular course is. In my experience, I've actually bought lots of mini courses. They're usually, most of the time when somebody comes out with a mini course, it's almost like a tripwire offer, right? It's one of those offers where it's priced at, it has a sweet spot pricing. It's not something that you have to go talk to your spouse about. It's not going to, you're not going to have to take something out of your 401k or anything like that. It's super easy. It's usually like $7 or $19 or even $47, something that's affordable. And usually a mini course might even be part of a larger course, right? So there's lots of different ways that people sell courses. There's people that give, for example, just the other day in our last show, somebody asked about, how could you sell a course? Should you offer a 7-day trial or 14-day trial? And that's a really good question. Sometimes people do offer trials for their course, but another thing that you can also do is you could just sell a mini course. So it's like a smaller version of a larger course. And so, yesterday, Ben and Susan created some offers right on the fly for the Grinch, right? If anybody watched that, it was a lot of fun. What they did is they picked some holiday movies. Like the first movie that they picked was The Grinch. And they said, what would we do if we were coming up with an offer? So they didn't do an entire funnel. They just came up with the offer, right? And what they did is, what would we do if we were going to create an offer for the Grinch? What would he want? And what they did there is they came up with a digital freebie, and then there was some small items, and then there was upsells to larger continuity programs. So they got really, really in depth into the offer. And so I'm curious to see what our ambassador is going to do right here, because there's so many different ways that you can create an offer for a mini course.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I think having just like a few modules rather than endless lessons and modules, a mini course could be on any topic you want, and it is short, to the point, and inexpensive, right? Now it'd be cool if folks could come up with something that they could actually sell for real. That would be cool. And I don't know what everybody else's thoughts is on this. I'm already I've got a form of a funnel laid out, even just listening to you, talking with you right now, about to make a logo. That Midjourney 6 has just come out, right? And that it actually does text now. Did you know that?
Oh my goodness. So wait a minute, you can text on on an image or a video, or
know that. How do we get that? How do we enable that?
So you go into Midjourney, do /
I didn't know that either.
settings. In your Discord, and you put settings, and then in there there'll be a thing that says version. And you change that 6. And if you want to do text, put it in inverted commas, right? So like, you can do text. It's not exact, it's right? So
So one little thing I have a question about just the rules, right? Obviously, I just want to make sure that this is clear, Danny.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't have to create the course, right? What we're doing is we're creating
No.
a funnel for the mini course.
Yeah, a funnel for the course. So if you want to make a course as well, look, you've got all the time in the world, right? There's like 50 minutes here. This is ClickFunnels. It's not like WordPress, right? So anything's possible. Can you make a course and the funnel to sell your course in 50 minutes in ClickFunnels? Time will tell, right? But if you've got a funnel and you're kind of able to show this off, then yeah, do as much as you can, right? I want to see some creativity. I want to see some flair. I want to see folks with ideas. Maybe you're gonna have a workflow in there, right? It's like who knows what people are going to do. Everybody's saying this. It's like no one knows it's live. We're 11 minutes in. Oh wow, I've got a pretty cool logo.
Awesome, very cool. Danny's got the logo already. That's cool. So I know that a lot of people, what they do is they use AI, and we've all been using AI like crazy lately. It's great for. I mean, what you could do is you can probably produce the text for a course or a script for the course in a few seconds. That would be easy. So all you would have to do is really just go in, try to get some descriptions for the course, try to get the headline for the course, and then even produce the video script. I mean, all of that is so easy. It's amazing what we have available today and what we can do with AI. I mean, you mentioned the images. I know that last time we saw a couple people create videos using AI in like a few seconds. You just type in what you want and a video is created, and it's like a 2-minute video. It was amazing. So there's so many things, so many different tools available for creating all kinds of stuff these days with AI.
Yeah, 100%. And I know with AI in mind, I can see Winter's screen is doing a big bunch of crazy stuff. I can see it at the bottom, and there's things happening.
I'm sure you can share it if you want. So at the very least, there's something visually on my side since there's no camera.
What are you up to there, buddy?
Me, I am right now. I am on stage 1, so researching the stuff that Andy talks about. So I was doing some notes. So I'm going to do a tripwire sweet spot pricing at $8, $1 more than $7, low commitment, and it's going to be a smaller version of a larger course. And I just asked ChatGPT 3.5 here some questions. It's coming up with really bad names, but I have the basics of an offer and an email sequence and some pages to create. So I'm going to now jump into creating the logo and the brand design, and then that will inform the design from here on out. So I'll just get done with that.
Pretty
and I'm
cool,
use
right?
Midjourney to make a logo. That's
yes. So you're already well underway with your thought process and your design. I guess people watching this are like, oh man, how do I even get started with some of this stuff? And the more we can share as we move around, definitely the planning and the research and trying to get a structure. But you was into ChatGPT, now you're into Midjourney. AI is upon us and it's making things so much easier. It would take an age to do this normally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I usually get writer's block when, I think all of us get writer's block when we're trying to think of a description or a headline or, how to get started with a script for a video. That used to happen to me all the time. And now, like, you could just go to ChatGPT and get so many different ideas in it. Even if it comes up with titles for your course and you think they're terrible, at least you know which direction not to go, right? So there's so many different ways that AI can help you these days. Now, I got a question for you guys. Is everybody using ChatGPT? I know that there's other chat or other types of AI as well. There's Google Bard and there's the Microsoft one as well. I know that Meta is coming out with some of their own AI. Are most of you guys using ChatGPT or Midjourney?
I'm using ChatGPT. It's the one that I have the most experience with. I tried some of the others, and I feel like just my whatever skills that I have don't translate readily. Like there's a bit of a probably a shift in perspective. But generally, when it comes to this stuff, I'm not on the leading edge of this. Like I didn't even get into ChatGPT until like probably like March of this year. People were into it last year, you know. So I want to go hard in this thing. Like nothing else exists. I don't want to see any shiny objects. I want to produce with it. And then if something is very obviously like the better thing, and I hear everyone talking about it, then I'll finally be like, okay, what's this other thing? And then I'll lean into that. That way I'm not always looking for the next thing, you know?
Yeah, totally. I've tried a few different AI like apps on your phone, and I know what you mean. Like sometimes they're a little bit different in the way that you have to communicate with them. So sometimes you try them out, doesn't really work out, doesn't really come out the way that you wanted it to. So I've also stuck with ChatGPT, and also Napoleon inside ClickFunnels 2 is works really well as well.
Yeah.
I see Paula is mentioning that Bing, she's using Bing in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. I haven't tried that one yet, but actually, I think I signed up for it and then I got a notification and I haven't actually used it yet, but I'm curious to try it out.
It's basically ChatGPT because Microsoft bought into OpenAI about like a year ago for a heck of a lot of like $7 billion to utilize it mostly in Bing. So like if you have ChatGPT 4 and you put in a URL and have it search the URL, you'll actually notice it'll say using Bing to access that URL. Fun fact for the day.
Yeah, very clever.
I think what stood out there though is the amounts of money that are actually flying around in this industry right now, because it's not just some little thing, right? This is super impactful and super important. And, a lot of people are making money with AI tech right now. And I think if you're not using it and you're still sat on the fence thinking, maybe this is like a passing phase or whatever, you need to get this stuff checked out and go in there and have a go, at least have a play with this stuff, right? And if you're taking some time off from work or away from business or whatever over the holiday period, maybe it's a good time to go and open up ChatGPT or, go and investigate some of these things and see what they can do and see how they can help you, right? Because there's so many cool things you can do, from writing a book to a course to whatever, right? So there's lots of benefits in doing that, but you've got to, like with anything, you've got to actually do the work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ChatGPT isn't going to do the work for you. You've got to put your ideas first in there. So you have to come up with the concepts, and then let it go. But yeah, it's just amazing how many new things are coming out. I think pretty soon AI is going to be just an integral part of our lives, like our phones, right? The internet. My goodness. I can't survive a weekend without the internet. I mean, I could go to a mountain, go do some hiking, some camping. And once you get back home, the first thing you're doing is you're checking your notifications and sending messages and stuff like that. So very cool to see all of the new technology. Paula says, actually, I am not a Microsoft fan, but I have to admit that Bing has a box built into the Edge browser, and it is great to drop questions and you get results very quickly. I'll have to check that out. I don't like Microsoft Edge either. I like their operating system, but not so much the browser. But still nice. I can't wait to check it out.
Poor Edge. It's like it just gets opened up, right, just to download Chrome. It's like, oh man, it feels like he's being used, but he's not. Shame. But yeah, it's I think we're proving though over and over again that you can literally take an idea to market in a short period of time with a few simple tools. And I hope Navneet's all right, he's dropped to, maybe he'll come back on. But we are moving. How's everybody else doing? James, what's going on? It's like deep in thought.
Well, we could come back to James, but yeah, it would be nice to see. Does anybody have anything that they can share right now? Maybe just get a glimpse.
I have a logo. It's not very good. In fact, I'm just going to be done the logo because I'll just keep going. If you can see my screen.
I'm in mock-up land, so I can show that.
James, I'll add you, then I'll add Winter, right? So here's James.
So I just created a mock-up for my course.
Very nice.
And I used this service shots.so for creating mock-ups. What I love about this is there are real actual devices with the proper dimensions and everything. So you get a high polished look and feel when you're creating mock-ups for things.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So that's where I am.
Very cool. Winter, and bring your screen on. Where you at, dude?
So I asked Midjourney for a whole bunch of icons. They're not very good for but I just picked one of these, and then the AI came up with some names. So I just chose Productivity Power Hour with Giorgio V. Sampson. So at least there's a human there, and then the ChatGPT's got some stuff here, and then I've asked it to come up with more about so there's going to be a lead magnet funnel, which is I don't know, 3 pages in this funnel, and then I think right now I'm going to actually start working on the actual ClickFunnels page. I have a brand here, so I have basically everything I need from a color perspective and design perspective to continue on to actually jump into ClickFunnels.
Very cool, very cool. It's amazing that how everybody's approaching this slightly different. Give us a second, I'll have something to show Madison what's going on in the bat cave over there.
Lots of different stuff. I think that this really shows having an SOP and so many understanding. The reason we're able to do this is because obviously we utilize the software, we have our processes. But for me, what I love about ClickFunnels 2.0 is how it's broken down, especially for a beginner. If you don't know what type of funnel to do, there's a video from Russell breaking down all the steps and then the templates. So thinking about it from a beginner perspective, I went with one of those templates to start with, and I went with a video sales letter. So that's what I'm working on for an AI product that then I will turn on ads later today, and we'll see if we sell any.
Wow. Very cool.
Very cool. Going down and the affiliate marketing mini course route.
For me, I have my own little AI buddy right now who's creating all the pages. So he's creating me 3 pages, an offer page, a tripwire page, and then a core offer stage page.
Is this your Barnum bot?
Yeah.
That we with all the T's? I think we owe it to the community to have a little bit of a peek. If you're cool with that, Winter, I want to see this thing do it.
Yeah.
Right now, he's just doing an automation where he's just building some stuff, so it'll be done in a second.
You're on the screen, but you've gone to a whole new realm.
I don't think people really understand how crazy what
you can kind of see it blurred in the background. He's it's clicking around. Okay, now it's done. So this is what it did for me. It created a conversion funnel, a lead magnet page, a tripwire offer page, and this is just a mock-up. It didn't actually create the funnel the actual design for me, but it will do that for me now. So I have so I do have it in the opposite order than I wanted it, but I will shut up about that. Just in terms of what we're building: lead magnet page, tripwire offer page, core offer page. In terms of what this AI, so this is what the AI is telling me to do for my awareness stage, offer stage, and then we're gonna try and feed some of this stuff into more AI stuff and have it build stuff for me.
You've actually got the AI to do it for you, right?
Yeah. I have a little buddy right here. Let's see.
So Winter, back up for a second. For anybody that doesn't know you, you have worked at ClickFunnels as a developer before, and you actually created your own AI bot that creates funnels. Is that correct?
Yeah. So he lives right now. He lives inside of you right here. So this collaborative editing you can do in ClickFunnels, but this right now you have a little bot named Barnum, and so he can create a new page. He can do some revisions, and he can rewrite the page based on some things. So right now, what I need is the basics of the page, and I've had it so that you can select a product and then a page type, and then a formula. So, but first, since I don't want to have to keep telling the AI what my product is, I made a little thing here where I can just go here and start writing my product. And I'm going to just fill this stuff out real quick because I need like a logo, and then I need some images, so that way it has data to start building it out. And then I'll do that real quick, and then we can jump back and we can watch it start creating some stuff. And then once it does the basics, then I'll do the polish on top. So I'll push the AI out of the way once it's done.
Okay.
So Winter's obviously a genius and a show off. But we're all already doing this the hard way. But I noticed Dan Havey's quite quiet in this show today. What's going on in the mind of the big man himself? What's going on, Dan?
Frustration.
Frustration's always the thing.
Here's the problem. So the last time we did this, I went in here and I was like, oh, I'm going to play with the AI tool. Went in there, did a bunch of AI, it spit out great content for me, and the AI tool built right inside of ClickFunnels. Now, because of my slow computer and my internet access, I can't get the AI tool to turn on. So, so yes, frustration at this point. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
You can catch up. You can make something good. You can still do it.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, and you said this last time, and then there's like drones hovering around the page. And
yeah, I'm having trouble with that too. So yeah, so
all sorts of crazy stuff going on. Hopefully,
I'm on the struggle bus.
Well,
I'll survive.
No funnel hackers were harmed in the making of this funnel race.
Go to there we go.
So I don't know if this is going to make people more nervous, or maybe it's a relief, but we're only halfway done. So we have 30 more minutes. Everybody's working like mad. I can see Madison. She's just looking at both of her screens here. Dan is just super concentrating. So is James. Navneet, I don't know what happened. Navneet, I think we lost him.
He threw in the towel.
But I think that the beauty of ClickFunnels is that you can produce a lot in a short period of time, right? And to be able to do this compared to what you used to have to do to get even like halfway to where we are now, this is like amazing. And I can't wait to see if I can get this done in 30 minutes. But it's looking good so far. Looking good so far.
And the other thing in the real world is you're not streaming at the same time.
No.
Have a greater ability to open up all the different tools that you would be using. And you probably have a little bit of time to, think about what the subject is. Generally speaking, you're not going to have to get it done in 30 minutes. So you might have a day or two to do it, and you actually have a chance to really think about it.
Day or two. It's just like, can you do it in this time? But I think yes, a day or two usually is better. But I think you take the idea from concept to something on paper in an hour. You add a few more hours and you can definitely polish this thing up, right?
Yeah. Also, I know that Dan mentioned before we got started that he's actually working on a new computer. That's actually, I don't know if it's even new, but it's let's just say it's not what he's used to working on right now. And Dan's not the type to make any excuses, but definitely, usually he's working on a different device. So.
Well, yeah, I'm usually on an M1, and this is a computer that's 6 years old.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you're doing it on a six-year-old computer, though. That's Also,
I could go to my other computer over here. That was actually what is this? A 2009 model is the one to my left right here. So that's but it's Wisconsin because we're kind of like back in the Stone Age here. When I get back out to Scottsdale, I have fiber optics and M1s and stuff. So it's a totally different world.
anything is possible. Anything is possible.
And now the dog's coming down to visit too.
And folks, let us know in the chat. Does this stuff scare you? Is it like, oh man, these guys are just doing stuff and nobody knows even know what they're doing? There's just lots of movement on the screen. What do you think is achievable in that amount of time, right? Because there's a lot going on, certainly in my mind. But what do you guys at home think who are watching this right now? Do you think we're crazy? Let us know in the comments, Andy.
Yeah. So I do see some comments. I can't see on my screen who said this, but one of the comments says, guys, this is such fun. Feels like ClickFunnels have turned the corner into a whole new amazing world. Yes, definitely.
Yes. Yeah, and I've not run into any bugs. I'm like, I've got a bunch of pages and like crazy stuff going on over here, and it's working. Like people talking about these bugs, but I'm not finding them. And we're making money with this and running challenges with this, and I've got a product, and I want to add some other stuff.
Yeah. So for anybody that's brand new or doesn't know what we're doing a funnel race right now. Each of these people, except for me, are funnel builders. I'm just the referee for today, but everybody here is funnel builders. They usually have clients. They do this every day. So it's really fun to see what they're going to come up with in 1 hour. We picked a topic at the beginning of the show, and the topic was creating a mini course. And so in a few minutes, we're only halfway done right now. So in a few minutes, about 20 minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to ask everybody to show us what they've created, and time will officially run out. We do this for fun. We're not, it's not really a contest. Everybody's going to get, what we did last time is everybody came up with some really, really cool funnels, and each of these ambassadors, ClickFunnels ambassadors, has different unique talents. In fact, what we did is we seek out different ambassadors that have different talents. There's some people that go live in the Facebook group. There's some people that answer questions in the Facebook group. So that's why these people are ambassadors. And in a few minutes, we're going to get to see what they actually do. I do see another comment that says, guys, in reality, this is good for those who are starting out. Yes, definitely. It shows it takes creativity, work, and motivation to do what you guys are doing. So yeah, definitely. In fact, the last funnel race that we did, it was 2 weeks ago. And, I kind of mentioned this in the beginning, but we got a ton of great feedback. I think everybody right now, there's so many people getting ready for Christmas, packing their wrapping their presents right now, or maybe scrambling to, get to the store before madness tomorrow and Sunday. But we appreciate everybody that's watching right now. Paula says racing on course creation and membership areas with Dan will be a tough race. Yeah, definitely.
Right, yeah, it's up, definitely up Dan's street.
Well, if I was building an actual membership area, that's one thing. This is a sales page I'm trying to build.
So. Yeah, without a doubt. You're doing great, Dan. You're doing great.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen anything yet. I've like part of a headline. That's pretty much it. So.
I can see some stuff just appeared on James's screen. It looks like there's a lot of stuff going on down there. What's going on?
I've got I figured we can just show something visually. I'm literally just building the funnel. There's nothing super fancy going on, but I've used a 2-step opt-in template. I'm doing an opt-in for the free course. Mine's going to be a lead magnet. And so let me show the front page is. Oops. The front page is pretty much done. I haven't done the pop-up yet. I just realized. So that looks good to me. It's going to be really, really simple. And now I'm going to, because this is a linchpin, I'm going to invite people to go join my Miffy funnel. or check out my challenge or whatever. So I'm just gonna replace this with existing stuff. But I figured let's just show something on the screen, you know.
Yeah, you're doing good, looking good. Exciting times. Loads of stuff going on. And look, there's templates in ClickFunnels. You can style these things afterwards, but to get a basic template up and running and viable in 35 minutes is very good going, right? It's like amazing what can be done inside of ClickFunnels right now. And I'm quite happy with where this is going. Looking good. But I think there's lots of folks we get questions from, Andy, in the group, right? And they're like, where do I start? And it seems to sometimes you get the technology just gets in the way, but you don't actually click anything. And I guess what's everybody's advice to folks who might be just worried about, oh man, what's the best place to start inside of ClickFunnels? You might not have a fancy AI thing like Winter, or you might not have X amount of years knowledge and skills, but if you're just at that point where you're just about to start, you've opened up ClickFunnels, you've got a template, what would folks say to try and help people get going?
My simple answer to that is turn on the software, go into the editor, and just start clicking on stuff. Drop in a section, drop in some rows, drop in some elements, and just start clicking on stuff. Look at the layout, look at the what am I thinking here? The breadcrumbs, some of my favorite things that they put into 2.0, and just start clicking on things, moving things around, just seeing how it works. That's the best way to go. And then you just keep building on that and going out a little further in all directions from there. But I think the easiest place for most people to start is just go into the editor and just start dropping some stuff in and see what it looks like.
Yeah, don't be afraid to just get in and start experimenting. ClickFunnels is not going to automatically publish and notify your friends or anything like that. Just go in and start creating stuff, mess around with the different tools. The editor, in my experience, is amazing. I love the ClickFunnels 2.0 editor. It was really intuitive for me. Once you learn the principles, the basic parts of how to create rows and then how to add elements, once you get that part down, it is so much fun to just experiment, creating different types of pages. And there's templates too. I love using the templates because I actually, let me back up there. I rarely use templates on my own stuff, but what I'll do is I'll download several of the templates to take a look and get ideas from them. And then from there, I kind of like to build from scratch, but everybody has their different preferences. But if you do find a template, why not use that template? You can change the colors. You can use the style guide. The style guide is amazing in ClickFunnels 2.0. You can get your colors and your font and everything ready, and then download a template, and then just switch the colors and the font in the template with the click of a button. So it's super easy. You just got to get in and get started. I know that most people get started by actually reading the Secrets trilogy, right? That's what introduced me to Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels. And then once you understand those principles, just get in there. We have the ClickFunnels official Facebook group, and we do this all the time. We have these shows. So anybody who wants to join in and watch us, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, except for next week. I'm not sure what we're going to do next week yet. Danny, we can talk about that.
Yeah, we need to talk about that, right? And maybe we could play I could schedule in some of the ones that we've done previously, because there is a big bunch of stuff that we've already done. So yeah, that's always a possibility. We could have some pre-recorded stuff playing, who knows? But we are generally live 3 times a week, right? And it's a pleasure working with everybody on all of these shows, because we get so much insight and ideas and cool stuff coming up every time we do this.
And then we also get really good questions that are really, really good questions that a lot of people want to know. So if you have a question, don't think that it's a silly question or anything like that. There's probably 100 people out there that need to know the answer. So any questions that you have, we're always available for that. And by the way, next Wednesday we will be live. I think we just need to talk about Monday and Friday. And then after that, we're going to be on a regular schedule every pretty much every day, 7 days a week, there's something happening in the ClickFunnels group at the same time, at this time right now, 7 days a week.
Yeah, and Funnel Hacker TV is on as well. So you're not short of some content, right? So we've got lots of content, lots of cool stuff going on. And of course, all of those videos are stuck up at the top in the featured section. So even if we're not live, you can go and watch all the previous stuff that we've done. Check it out. Check it out. Where's everybody up to, Madison?
Going crazy.
Oh, I was going to say, Andy, as we were talking about the other day, something else that they can do is, of course, take the One Funnel Away challenge and the Your First Funnel challenge and the 5-day lead challenge and all the rest of that fun stuff.
Yeah, there's no excuse. There's so many different resources that we have available. There's several challenges available, and just to go into that a little bit more. The One Funnel Away challenge is something that we used to have at ClickFunnels, and then it was replaced by the Your First Funnel challenge, which is only a week long. But the OFA, One Funnel Away challenge, is 30 days. Okay, it's a whole month of training. There's different levels. There's also a VIP training. So that's very highly recommended that you join the VIP training. But yeah, definitely so many different ways. Even if you're very busy, you can always watch the replays. Our shows are recorded as well. So you can always just go up to the ClickFunnels Facebook group. Up at the top, you'll see them pinned to the top. You can do searches as well. Just click on the little magnifying icon and you can find the content there. So yeah, there's tons of ways to get started.
Yeah. And I was trying to make it easy for everybody to be able to use ClickFunnels to go out there and build a business, right? Like nobody wakes up in the morning going, "Oh, I can't wait to be stuck with some complicated technology." You just want to get your idea and turn it into money and help people and do stuff like that. So it's like, this is the fastest way to market for your idea and turning it into a viable product. Don't sleep on it because somebody else will go out there and take your idea, right? So I've used ClickFunnels for a long time and it works very well every single time. And just get into that training and kind of get your idea moving. We're kind of at the critical point now.
We're coming around the home stretch pretty much.
Minutes left. Still 15 minutes left, right?
Still 15 minutes left. Yeah, we still got some time. So I imagine that most of our ambassadors have a couple pages mostly built out, and they're probably adding the last touches right now. Can't wait to see what everybody has.
This is crazy, right? And I don't think the style guide is going to be featured in my build today, but definitely got the components what I would think are viable for actually selling something, which I'm super excited about.
So we got a question from Paula. This is a really good question. She says, will the OFA challenge be offered again? It was bad timing for me to take it now in December, and I totally understand, Paula. I'm with you on that. December is kind of a crazy month. But hey, we got January coming, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe that the OFA challenge, it's a monthly cohort. And so if you sign up right now, you'll be able to join in January. Is that correct, Danny?
I think it does start regularly. It might even be every Monday that they start a new cohort, Andy. So double check. It's definitely frequent.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that is to go to the website and just get your name and email in there and get signed up. And if you do get stuck, we can always tag Jay-Z and the team in the group and get some attention for you, no problem at all. I think support might be having a rest, Andy, over the festive period, right? But there's always somebody answering emails. So if you do need to contact support, and there's also the help page as well, right? So it's like help.myclickfunnels.com. A lot of information on there. Hopefully that answers everybody's questions.
Yeah. There's some departments at ClickFunnels that are pretty much 365 days. So our support team, while there might be a few people that take some time off, our support is still available. So you don't have to worry about that. If you have a question, you get stuck on, Christmas Eve, just send in the email and our support team will be there to answer. And I see in the comments, we got somebody from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, which is so cool. I've never been to Vancouver, but I have a couple of friends that are from Vancouver that constantly inviting me. In fact, I met a couple here in Mexico. I'm actually in central Mexico right now, been living here for almost 2 years. And I met a couple that invited me to go hiking with them here in Mexico, and they're from Vancouver. And ever since I did that last year, they've been bugging me to visit them in Vancouver, and I can't wait to visit. But I heard it's beautiful. I know that the weather is very similar to Southern California, which I'm from Southern California. So very cool. We also have another comment. Does the group have any sessions that discuss traffic and conversions? Well, guess what? We can put that on the topic. We can actually talk about that if you're interested. That's actually an amazing topic and something that a lot of people, I think, would be interested in.
Without a doubt.
In a couple of weeks. Yeah,
we can definitely do that for sure. And it's always good to get folks' ideas. And we are actually, Andy, putting the list together, right, for the stuff that we're going to be doing in the new year. So we'll kind of talk about that a little bit more. But if you do have any suggestions, leave them in the comments in the chat, and we can obviously take those on board and do those as best we can.
Mm-hmm.
No problem at all. So
in fact, I think we should do that in a couple of weeks. So not next week, but the week after, the first week of January. It's probably a good time for us to do that. And we don't always create events like we did for today, Facebook events. So today we did create one, but look out for that. We'll probably create an event for that topic where we discuss traffic and conversions. But yeah, thank you for that.
Let's do that 100%, because it's definitely, and I think we do have things that do, touch on traffic. And of course, the challenges talk about traffic as well. What's everybody else's take on that? Is it traffic's the one thing that we never seem to talk about? It's like, hey, these are the things we're doing, and now we launch them. It's like, what does a launch even look like? Definitely be worth getting into, because I know doing stuff with you guys individually as well outside of ClickFunnels, everybody's kind of got a piece of information to share around traffic, right? It was like, yes, I'm building videos, Danny. Be quiet. We're creating stuff over here. This is like.
Well, I don't know how you do it, Danny. Working on a funnel and having a discussion at the same time. So
I don't know how I do it. It's like we're doing it. That's for sure. And we've got 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes left, Andy, because it's like we're 48 minutes in and we had 5 minutes at the beginning, right?
Right.
How's everybody else doing? Talk to me, people.
It's always lovely when you bite off more than you can chew.
Oh.
No.
So who thinks that they could come on a live and challenge the ambassadors? It's kind of like the Chaser. There's a game show in the UK, right? It's like it's called the Chaser, and somebody comes and then there's some like super intelligent person who sits at the top of this like big old ramp. He sits at the top and they've got lights that go up and down. And if they get one right, the light pushes down. And if the customer gets one right, it pushes up. And they've kind of got, hopefully, they don't get knocked off the map at the bottom. And they ask a bunch of questions, whoever gets the most questions, but then they lose the money if the chaser catches them, right? So it's a similar thing. Who thinks that they could jump on here and go live with us, right? And it was like, if you could beat the ambassadors and do it before the ambassadors, if you could beat Winter Jones because he's got the fancy AI thing, and let us know in the chat, and maybe we can look at something like that as well.
That would be cool. So right now, so there is a question that says, by the way, hey, Tara, great to see you again. She says, can't wait to see what you've done. And then there's another question that says, are you teaching AI generated websites? So we actually talk about AI pretty often in all of our shows. And in the beginning of this show today, we did talk about how they're using AI. We use AI all the time. So if you're not using AI, watch our shows. We talk about it all the time. We talk about different types of apps, Midjourney, ChatGPT. We're talking about Bing. We were talking about Google Bard and some of the other ones and how to use them. But yeah, everybody here is using ChatGPT or Midjourney or something like that, some type of AI to create their headlines, to create the content. Winter Jones shared his screen and he showed that he pretty much had like everything related to the mini course, the promotions, the actual content of the mini course, the outline for the mini course. I mean, everything. So yeah, this is in just a few minutes. We have about 9 minutes left now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stop the clock. Everybody has to get away from their keyboard, right? Hands off the keyboard, and then each person is gonna take turns showing us what they did. And if you could show us how you used AI, that would be pretty cool. I'm interested in learning about that as well.
Okay, well, I can share now because I can't get my AI to work, and I'm done. That way, I can share now, and then everybody else can share their magnificence. I can give you the idea of what I was trying to do, and then we can go from there if you want.
Yeah, cool. Let's go ahead and get started with what Dan came up with on his outdated computer that he's used.
Very little. Let me show you. Share the screen.
Right, you share your screen. I'll bring this on. James has got like 3 computers going. He's feeding the dog at the same time. There's like stuff going on.
Oh, the dog was down here. My mom was down here. I'm in my mom's basement, so I feel very millennial. I aged in half, so now I'm only 30. So, like I said, I didn't get too far. But so the whole idea was on this year. I wanted to. Since it had to be a course, I figured why not give the reindeer flying school. So headline I just wrote without the help of AI was, is your young buck take to the sky and lead Santa's team without the risk of battling the abominable snowman? I guess that should be Snow Monster technically from the show. And then tired of always losing the reindeer games, want the young does to swoon in your presence. And I got Danny Walsh's email address on there just in case anybody wants it. DannyWalsh@gmail.com. So just hit him up there. Even though I doubt if that's it. Actually, that might be it for all I know.
It's close. It's close.
It was better than putting mine in there because if I click on that, then you get a whole drop down of all my email addresses.
It's the other Danny Walsh.
The other one. So the whole idea was obviously, besides having a sales page here, is there was something I was working on last night. It was just a very minor animation, but I was like, well, it's already on my page. I might as well use it. The whole idea was when you get to this point here, you're going to click on the button or the link or whatever. I couldn't get this to work either for some reason. But when you do that, then this is what's going to happen if you watch my screen. And again, my computer's running slow, so the animation is kind of jerky. But let's see if I can get it to work. So then this page folds in over the top. And then on the background of this page here, then I have a Christmas video playing as a full screen or full height on the section. And then there was going to be some more text and click the button and go into the membership area. But so that's what I got. Not terribly exciting. No animated videos, no talking dogs or cows or anything. But so I'm expecting a talking reindeer from one of you guys. That's all I got to say. Damn, Madison forgot.
I was like, talking cows. I should have done that one. Dang it. I didn't do that.
Talking cows. That's like cool. The fact that you've got all this, like you've even got a video playing in the background, and you know we've still got time to spare. It was like if you created that and then spent a little bit longer on it, Dan, realistically, that could be launched within the next few hours, right?
Oh yeah. Well, first off, if I had a real product, that would be better. So the reindeer games, that would be fun. But based upon the one we did a couple weeks ago, where we were doing it for the drones, I just thought, okay, well, we're going to use drones to spy on people. And so I found some government building looking pictures, and I found some animated drones, and they were flying around on the screen. So it was an animated, transparent GIF. And then using AI, I just went in there and I typed in a suggestion, and it spit out paragraphs of text for me and a bunch of different headlines that I just put in there, grabbed a bunch more transparent videos and other videos with drones on it, popped it into the page, and there you go. So, I mean, that's how quickly you can definitely mock something up. If somebody comes to you and says, you know, tomorrow morning, I need to see what you can do regarding blah, blah, blah product, you can whip something out good enough, especially with all the templates inside of 2.0, you can whip out something good enough that you can show somebody 6 hours later a proof of concept, so they can say, yeah, I will write you a check for 20 grand. No income claims here, no guarantees, future results, blah, blah.
Yeah, results are not typical. Definitely.
Can I share my stuff? I got to roll out here pretty soon, guys. So I want to show what I got.
Yeah. Let's go. Show up the screen.
Oh,
amazing work, Dan. Right. What have you got, James?
All right. So 2-page funnel. I bought a domain on GoDaddy as part of this. I wanted to make this as complete and end-to-end as possible. So I bought linchpincrashcourse.com. I put it into ClickFunnels, DNS, DKIM, like everything. So that's like legit.
You win.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
this is it. I mean, it's real simple. There's like, this is as basic as it gets, right? But it would work. I think I can get leads with this today. There's no course yet, but I think I can get leads with it today. So there's that. It's mobile optimized. And then on the thank you page, I'm giving people the option to come to my Mifki, or if they want to join any of my 2 dramatic demonstrations, they can do that. These are real links that go to real places. So this is like legit. Let me go to here. I did the actual automation. So the first thing I do is I tag them, then I rolled them in the course, and then I have an indoctrination sequence that I have that is a separate workflow that any one of my lead magnets will do its thing. So like I like to create different responsibilities. First responsibility for this workflow is to tag with the specific things that are responsible that someone gets from opting in. And then I have another workflow that is going to do the indoctrination sequence, all my warm-up stuff. And then I think over here is the beginnings of my actual course. It's a Linchpin Crash Course. I've got the 4 different modules. No lessons yet, but I created a thumbnail. So with a couple, basically within 2 hours, I could record, put this out there, and drop the link and actually get people to get value really quickly.
So you've done a course in 58 minutes.
Yeah. Now I already have a course, so I already did all the work to get this to go somewhere and this to go somewhere. So that was nice. You know, it's already on brand and everything. But the fact that you can leverage previous wins to create new content is a strength of the platform.
Without a doubt. Is that amazing? Like Dan and James is like what they've done in the last like 50 minutes.
Yeah, amazing.
Well, yeah, and the thing that James really showed there is the ability to be able to not only be able to save realistically elements, rows, sections to save everything, but also to be able to use different funnel pages in different funnels. If you got a OTO page that is killing it, you can take that OTO page and you can put that in 5 different funnels, and you can be killing it in all 5 of those funnels. And it's something you definitely could not have really done easily in 1.0. And I don't know if you could do that on other platforms or not, because I don't use them.
It's very cool. Very cool. Who else has got something to show? We're bang on the hour mark. We've probably got 2 more minutes that we can give for the intro. But let us know who else has got something to share. and we can.
Mine is done, but it's nowhere as good as James. And
Right, are you ready to
embarrassing.
share, Winter?
but we got to show it anyways.
Are you ready?
Yeah. You can see my screen.
Madison, you're buying you some extra time with whatever's going on the computers over there. Winter, what has AI created for you, dude?
So my little AI buddy kind of failed me halfway through, so I had to do it manually. So I was panicking for like most of this. So I'll just do the processes. I asked the ChatGPT for some outlines based on what Andy was saying, and then we went into Midjourney just to make one icon, and then Photoshop to make this bad logo. And then once I had that, I had a color palette over here. So like it's interesting to see the different processes, because obviously I started right away with design. Like I couldn't even do any line of copy until I had colors and a logo. And then once I had that, then we outlined the funnel here, except for I started to panic and like forgot what a tripwire even is. So like it may not be what it says it is. So let's just go through the funnel here. Let's see if this even works. So they'd be an opt-in, super simple. Let's just see if this would did it, and then you would opt in, and then it would go to the next page, which is terrible. But this would be the page that would sell. Let's just see if the copy made sense actually. So unlock your productivity, 10 time-saving hacks for busy professionals. Get your free guide, either way, and then go here to get your power hour in 60 minutes. So it'd be the mini course was just a 1 hour course. Like, so it was what Andy was saying, where it'd be like an intro course to a bigger course. So for $8, you get, let's see if it shows up. For $8, you would get the 1 hour power hour course for productivity, and then you'd get the upsell to the bigger course. But yeah, the design's nothing great. And then once you bought that, it would go to the thank you page, which is also not great. I was panicking. So your order's complete. You say what you did. Here's what you expect. A link to go to it, and then a really bad upsell kind of thing down here. One thing that's cool though is that we got James, we got the actual automations kind of outlined. It's not great by any means, but let's just see if we can edit the email. So you'd probably get kicked off of spam if sending emails this bad. But hey, it's there. Oh, I forgot the link. But these other ones have the link. So, and it does have a full real product in there. So technically, if I had Payments AI set up on this account, which I'm not sure if I do, but either way, this would be a full funnel. It wouldn't be the best, but it would be complete, right? So I think I did it within an hour.
Wow.
Well, I'll say what I found interesting that Winter said is that he can't start building until he does the design stuff first. So he has to build the logo first. He has to find the colors first and all that. Whereas I'm exactly the opposite. Colors don't matter to me, images for the most part. I start building out the structure, and if I'm using any kind of specialty code, I write that first. Then for me, the drudgery is the rest of the part.
Yeah, and like for me, like I was spending way too much time on this logo, but it's not even good. So that means that I could spend the whole hour and come up with a logo I don't even like, and then be like, "How much did you get done in the funnel?" Nothing. I didn't like the icon.
I didn't say it was bad. I just said it's a totally different.
No, I know exactly.
Approach.
Like that's why I appreciate people like the way you approach it and the way James approaches it, because James went straight to the marketing, and then I go straight to the design. You go straight to the technicality. So like it's almost like if we were all doing a project together. So if someone's watching this, you do need a technical person, a design person, and a like the marketer. That's what ClickFunnels is actually. Just a little tangent, but the first three co-founders, my brother, Todd, and Russell, were that three people: the designer, technical, and marketer. And put those two people together.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it. Thank you so much for the AI. He failed me. He failed me a few times.
Keep going with it though, brother, because it's amazing stuff.
Thank you so much.
What you've done there, I think what I've seen so far is super cool. I know a few folks have had to go, but we are bang on time, Andy. And I'm done. I'm done. Madison, are you done?
Yes, I'm done as much as I can do.
You ready?
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I actually started with is I created a buyer persona. And so this person is Alex Turner. He owns a small business growing online. Here's his problems. Then I could go through and use this. And I said, what would be a good lead magnet? Told him what my product was, and it created this a book. So it is Discover the AI Video Formula that's revolutionizing online marketing. I put Dan's email in here, so he's going to be able to get the book. And then
Yeah, because I wish that was my email. I put that into something one day, and Madison's going, "How did you get that email address?"
Yeah.
I go, "I did. I just made that up."
So, and then I created this. I mean, really, I utilized a ClickFunnels template. And what I'm doing is I'm selling an aspect of our bigger course, which is the Storyteller Express for $47. And this is not my best work, but
Welcome to a pivotal moment in your digital journey. Ever wondered why some messages captivate while others vanish in the digital noise? Introducing Storyteller Express live training recording, your gateway to mastering the art of impactful communication. It's not just a training, it's an awakening. Imagine diving into a recorded session rich with the secrets of narrative mastery. This isn't about mere words. It's about crafting stories that resonate, influence, and inspire. For just $297, you can access this treasure trove of knowledge. Witness the transformation from a passive communicator to a storytelling maestro. Storyteller Express Live.
so that, and then I can always come down here and slash the price. I forgot I put $297 in the script. And then I could go back to, so the AI also wrote in this chat, which is where I got a little distracted, the first chapter of the book, the ebook. And then I just kept going down here. And then when I got down to the end, I was able to ask the AI for the copy for the sales page. Let's go through. And then the OTO is for the whole course. And then there's a workflow and everything. And the beauty of ClickFunnels, right, is that I already have this course built kind of as like a section. So I just was able just to say, just enroll people in just this part of it.
That's
Very
awesome.
good.
You did a great job. That was one thing I had to do to speed it up, was to go back to the first page and save a section and go back in the second and then add that section for like the footer and the header just to save some time. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to, but
No.
yeah.
Oh, no, I meant, so I have, when I designed this we sold this as a whole package, basically a bundle, I was like, okay, I don't want to put everything in one course. So what I did is I broke these sections apart, and then they can access all of them through the customer center, which was not available in 1.0. So now I can go through and I can sell just aspects of that bundle that we sold to everybody and be like, okay, I'm going to pull off this part of it. Now all I have to do is enroll that person in just that course, because it's all kind of like independent.
Right. That makes sense. That's awesome.
Very good.
Cool. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. One more to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
Danny.
do that, Danny.
So let's have a look. Inside of ClickFunnels, I didn't use a template. I built everything just from scratch, so it's not styled, but that could be a job. But this is a mini affiliate marketing course, 3 steps. And if you go to the first step over here, it loads. It's got that nice beach effect. Somebody's made the millions with affiliate marketing. There's some of my real numbers down there as well, and a little bit of blurb. You don't need a great deal, but they can press a button and they can sign up. They should have a pop-up. If the pop-up didn't open, I can sort that out with one click. But we do have a video.
Picture the power of earning passive income, all while sleeping, sipping on your favorite drink, or even while on a vacation. Now, imagine achieving this through affiliate marketing, a strategy that hardly interrupts your day-to-day activities. This is what our affiliate marketing mini course offers you. And guess what? It's absolutely free. This course is a gold mine of valuable insights and practical steps designed to kickstart your journey into the world of affiliate marketing. It's not just about the theory, it's about helping you actionable strategies that can turn your affiliate marketing dreams into reality. By enrolling in this free course, you stand to gain a wealth of benefits. Firstly, you'll understand the nuts and bolts of affiliate marketing, from choosing the right products to promoting them effectively. You'll also learn how to build a loyal audience, an essential ingredient for success in this field. But that's not all. This course will equip you with the skills to maximize your earnings. You'll learn the art of crafting compelling content that not only draws traffic, but also converts visitors into customers. Plus,
And that is like a 2-minute video, right? But
That's crazy long.
I fixed the pop-up so you can actually sign up, put your email in, and then it will go to the next step in the funnel, which looks like this. And it says, do not press back, do not reload your page. Course access is being created. Choose an option below to continue to the members area. For support, you can press the green button. You can see there's a help button in the corner. And on there, we're saying, do you want to get the full training while you're here? I would put a video on there if I had more time. But if they say yes or no, yes, there's an order form. There's products in that order form as well.
Your screen isn't changing. We're still seeing the video. There you go.
There you go. So you should see that. So it's stop. Before you take the free training, would you like to unlock the full course? I would put a video on there, right? And be like, hey, this is before you go to the free training. Do you want the full training? And if they say yes, they can choose it here for $97. You press next, and you'll be able to put your details in and all the rest of that stuff. And then you could go through, and there's even a bump on the next bit of that. So you put your name and email. There's a bump before you pay for some extra stuff. What you're going to get in that course. If they don't want it, they could just say no, and it will take them to a thank you page where they can then go and access the actual course. There's a workflow for each of those things, which we've got set inside of ClickFunnels. So each of those has got a workflow, and they've got emails and triggers and all the rest of that stuff. An email that goes out, the trigger enrolls them and all the rest of it. There's one if you just opt in for free, and then there's one if you are actually a buyer. So we can take people off that one and just send them the buyer workflow if they do decide to buy. And then, of course, on that thank you page, let me find it again. When you're on that thank you page, you've got an option to go back and upgrade if you missed it, or you can go to the members area, which is very crude, but it's done. And there's actually modules with, I didn't obviously record the videos, but you can go in there, you can get free content. There's the first video, and then if you go bought the paid stuff, there'll be paid content as well. So in an hour from nothing, you've got a 3-step funnel, and you've got the triggers, you've got the workflows, you've got a video done with in-video AI, you've got a concept, you've got products, you've got some custom graphics as well. I don't know if you saw the thing over here. You see down there, I've got the little iPad thing with numbers on and stuff, and some copy and a concept and all the rest of it done with not one single bug.
Okay, I got one question for you. That very first video you showed.
Yeah.
Did you create that video in the last hour? If
Yes.
not, that's fine. You did create that video in the last hour, and what did you use to create that?
InVideo.ai, and this is the platform. So you go up here, you say create an AI video. You make me a video about sales funnels. You press generate video, and you drink your coffee, and in 15 seconds it's started the process. It's analyzed what you want. It thinks for a little while, and this thing will make shorts. It'll make reels. It'll make anything you want. It's about $20 a month, and you can probably get 20 videos out of it for $20. So this is actually doing it like as I did it on the thing. So you can build your funnel, have a video, put your own script in there from ChatGPT. You can change the voice. You do whatever you want, right? It's like, this is one of the coolest things ever. But yeah, we've got everything you would need. And now it's like, who do you want? Sales professionals? Is the minimalist? You press continue. It's actually doing the video right now, just to prove that I didn't have that sat on YouTube anywhere. And I've uploaded it to YouTube and wrote the emails. Everything else has been kind of done by hand as we've moved. But I think every one of us completed a viable funnel.
So the only thing that you seem to not do, did you do emails, like the actual email itself? Because you have literally everything. It's impressive.
Well, what a slacker! He didn't get his emails done.
Well, I know. I just wanted to, just because I was freaking out trying to get these bad emails in, and he apparently did everything.
You're not the longest emails, but it's viable.
Yeah, you win.
You need the upgrade. Go back. Ready to. Oh, I got a capital E, man. I have to go back and change that. Yeah, I got all of that. I got the enrollments in.
Oh, you even got the tag in there and everything.
Got
Wow.
the tags. I think the first email's a little bit more comprehensive.
No, as long as like you have the complete system, and that I think that is like wonderful that you have like you touched every part of this, the membership, everything.
Yeah, and there is actually a logo too. I don't think you saw the logo, but that's what we did with Midjourney 6.
Damn. Oh yeah, you even asked it to write mini course, and it wrote the mini course.
Yeah, it wrote
Wait,
the word
did it
mini
write
course.
affiliate marketing?
I wrote that in Photoshop and saved it. But yeah.
Well, on my logo, was the first thing that jumped out at me. I didn't is the text on the clock was right. I was like, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I was like, wait, what's going on here?
So anything's possible. And just to go back to the thing, this is now 30% in for our crazy video. And you should see a video before we end here. But
I'm sorry, what did you say that? What was it? What was that program again? I missed it.
I'll drop you the link down, but it's in video. It's called invideo.io. I'll put it in the old private chat for everybody to go and spend the holiday season making videos.
And .io stands for Indian Ocean.
Indeed. And what you could do though is if you can do the videos like Madison, you can combine the two, right? So now you can use the scripts and stuff, and then you can add the talking AI and your logos from Midjourney 6. It's a great time to be building businesses and doing stuff. But I guess the speed of to market, you could actually sign up to that course now, and there is a video in there, and you would get an email, and it is viable. Could like literally launch that now, and you would see affiliate marketing video within probably another hour, and I could have enough stuff in there to make the 97 or whatever it was viable. So if you like thinking, oh man, I can't launch my funnel, it's going to take me 6 weeks. There's 5 of us have just shown you that you can launch within a day, right? Let's be fair to everybody.
Yeah, I think if we had the brand in the real world scenario, no one's gonna say, hey, come up with the offer, come up with the brand name, come up with everything from just create me a mini course with no like idea. Like if we had like the same spec, like the same product name, product logo even, then I think we would all excelled a little bit further, just because like for me design was like maybe 30% of the work. Anyways, I think it was amazing to see how different approaches and everyone got something done, and I think that's like the most amazing part of this. Like
we've had logos and book covers and concepts and animations and AI going crazy and Mifkeys and like all these different elements that we talk about. Sometimes you just need to see them in reality, right? I think Madison's still working on this thing. It'll be out there. She'll be mailing this thing out. Go get it.
Yeah, that was amazing. Oh, we appreciate it, Winter, and a big thanks to everybody. I know that James said that he had to go, so he's already gone. But thank you, James. Navneet, I'm not sure I hope Navneet's okay. He joined with us in the beginning and then he dropped off. but great appreciation to each and every one of you. Dan, Winter, Madison, thank you for doing this with us. Danny, as well. I know that sometimes you don't have all the tools with you, or you don't have the optimal situation, but you guys came on no matter what. It's a couple days before Christmas, so we really appreciate this. And I also want to say for everybody that's watching, thank you as well. And yeah, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas.
Should we watch the video and see what it says?
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered how a simple interest turns into a successful?
Can you hear him?
Yes.
Sale? The secret lies in a powerful tool known as the sales funnel. Whoa. Imagine this. You're at a carnival, drawn in by the smell of popcorn and the sound of laughter. You spot a game, a large funnel with a small hole at the bottom. You're given a ball, a chance to win a prize if you can get it into that tiny hole. The larger top of the funnel represents potential customers, while the small hole represents the final sale. This is the concept of a sales funnel, but instead of a ball, we're guiding potential customers towards a purchase. Sales funnels are a step-by-step process. It begins with awareness, where potential customers first learn about your product or service. This can occur through various channels such as social media, word of mouth, or an online search. Next, we move to the interest stage. Here, potential customers start showing interest in your product or service. They might follow your social media page, subscribe to your newsletter, or visit your website to learn more. The decision stage follows. At this point, potential customers are considering whether to make a purchase. They might compare your product or service with others in the market, read reviews, or seek recommendations. Finally, we reach the action stage, the small hole at the bottom of the funnel. This is where a potential customer makes the final decision to purchase. But the journey doesn't end here. Post-purchase, it's crucial to maintain a relationship with your customers, encouraging repeat purchases and referrals. This could be through follow-up emails, customer loyalty programs, or personalized offers. To summarize, a sales funnel is a systematic, step-by-step process that guides potential customers from the awareness stage to the action stage. It's a powerful tool that helps businesses convert interest into sales. Remember, the top of the funnel is wide, representing a large pool of potential customers. As we move down the funnel, this pool narrows until we're left with those who decide to make a purchase. But a successful sales funnel doesn't just focus on making a sale, it also emphasizes maintaining relationships post-purchase. After all, a satisfied customer is more likely to make repeat purchases and recommend your product or service to others. So the next time you're at a carnival, look at that game with the large funnel and the small hole at the bottom. Picture each ball as a potential customer and imagine guiding it towards that tiny hole. That's the magic of a sales funnel, turning potential into success.
Thanks for coming.
Wow.
That's crazy.
My only question is what do I got to do to get iStock off the middle of the screen?
You
Pay
just
for it.
generate it. Yeah, you just pay your $20 a month,
for it.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
When you export it, it takes off all the watermarks.
Oh, when you export it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so
and
when
you,
we go
and you
to
can pay. Okay.
export now, it's going to say I've used 30 of my 80 licenses and it requires 19 more. And every month it resets. So you can go all in, you can pay them hundreds of dollars or you can pay them $20, right? I paid $20 and made a big bunch of videos. These are longer. If you go in and you get like the shorts and try and do like a YouTube short under 60 seconds, you're probably looking at like 5 credits, which is insane. You make a big bunch of those, and they are the other aspect ratio as well. There's sort of that way, so you put them on.
Paula also was asking about that. So you had to buy credits for story blocks for the video clips.
It's all done within video.
Yes, yeah. Is this still in video? And then it said Storyblocks, so it's slightly confusing.
So it pulls from Storyblocks, iStock. Those are all stock video sites.
Oh, Storyblocks is a stock photo site?
It has like API access with them. So you'd honestly be paying more money to get that footage just from Storyblocks, because I've paid it before, than using in video, and you can replace the footage in it too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's like the coolest thing ever, without selling somebody else's software. But if you go edit, you can actually upload your own picks, or you can search other stock and then like replace that with, I don't know, whatever it is, fire. It's going to go and find you a bunch of fire, and you press whichever video you want, you put it in there, or photos or whatever. You can make a really good video, look, fire. So hey, let's put this fire in here, whatever it is, right? It's like, go and have fun with that. It's the holiday season. Just like, and use it inside your funnels, ClickFunnels. You get your trial at clickfunnels.com, and you can build a business in an hour and be making like money or selling your mini course or whatever it is in the new year. That'd be fun.
Mind blown. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, let's do it again sometime. But I think from
Danny, last question for you. How many funnels in 2024 do you think you'll build?
To be fair, not many. I think it's kind of like just getting the structure's always there, right? And I think I want that lucrative one funnel that's just working.
Yeah, that's a great response.
Now, live videos is a different question, right? It's like I think I'm on 250 hours of live since April or something ridiculous, and long may that continue. I've got a plan for that, but it's less building, more creating, if that makes sense. So it's like more of the actual this kind of thing. I love this stuff, right?
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And there's thousands of funnels that are sat there that probably are viable, to be fair. I just need to be like run some traffic. That's the bit where I fall down, like, oh, now I need to do something with this funnel. Let's build another one. And it's like, oh. So why do we do that to ourselves? Who knows? All the best, everybody, really.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Peace out, everybody.
Happy holidays. Thanks so much, everyone.
Happy
Bye-bye.
holidays. Merry
Bye.
Christmas. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.